basically calling it a career goldmine. So what we're going to do is break down exactly how they're trying to convince you, piece by piece. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so the entire argument kicks off with this one simple question. Is SAP plant maintenance a hidden career goldmine? Right away, they're reframing what sounds like a pretty niche job into this massive opportunity. It's a fantastic hook, right? It's designed to make you stop and go, wait a second, what am I missing out on?
And this is where the pitch gets really, really interesting. They lay out this weird paradox. On one hand, you've got crazy high demand and great salaries. But on the other hand, nobody's talking about it. It's totally low profile. See that tension? That's the whole point of their argument. It suggests there's this gap in the market just sitting there, waiting for someone smart to jump on it.
Now, to back up that high salary claim, they don't just wave their hands around. They get specific. They throw out a number, 15 to 20 lakhs per annum. That's LPA. And just so we're clear, that is a very competitive salary, especially in the Indian tech market. This isn't some vague promise of good money. No, it's a hard number, and it's designed to make you really sit up and take notice.
All right, so if this career is such a gold mine, you've got to be thinking, what's the catch, right? Well, the argument is one step ahead of you. It anticipates that exact question by framing this whole next section around the problem. They're diving right into all the common questions and barriers that usually keep people away.
And they start with the one question that's probably in the back of your head right now. Is SAP PM even right for me? It's that first, most fundamental question, that little seed of doubt you get anytime you think about making a big career move. Next up, they hit on that classic chicken and egg problem, right? How in the world do you break into a field when you have no experience? This is probably the single biggest roadblock for almost anyone trying to switch careers, and they call it out directly. And then there's the question about the future. What are the real career opportunities here? Is this just some flash-in-the-pan job, or is there an actual long-term career path? It really gets to the heart of job security and what your future could look like. And this is really the core of the problem they're pointing to. Why is there so little quality information out there? Their whole argument is that all this confusion, all these questions, they exist for one reason: a massive information gap. And by framing it like that, they're basically saying, hey, it's not your fault you're confused. And at the same time, they're setting themselves up to be the answer. So what happens because of this information gap? Well, they paint this really painful picture, and it's probably one you can relate to. Months and months of slogging through outdated blogs, maybe shelling out for expensive courses that don't deliver, and just pure, frustrating trial and error. The whole point is to make you feel that pain, that frustration, and get you desperate for a better way.
Okay, so after laying out all that frustration, the pitch makes a really sharp turn. It pivots from the problem right into the solution. Finally, a clear path forward. And the solution they offer is this really clean 4-step process. And check this out. Notice how each of these steps is a direct answer to one of those problems we just talked about? You get step-by-step tutorials. That's your how-to. Then, real project case studies. That shows you the real opportunities. Interview prep? That's how you break in. And finally, career guidance, which answers that big question, is this right for me? It's designed to be a complete end-to-end package. Then, the pitch gets really targeted. It zooms in and calls out 3 specific groups of people. This is smart because it makes the message feel super personal. It's like they're saying, hey, you, the fresh graduate, this is for you. Or you, the experienced SAP pro in another module, here's a way to specialize. And for plant maintenance engineers, it's like, here's how you level up what you already know. It makes everyone feel seen. Of course, a great solution is one thing, but you need proof, right? You need evidence. So the next part of their argument is all about building that trust. They're bringing in the proof, the evidence from the real world.
And here's how they build their credibility. They don't just say, oh, we have experience. Nope. They get specific, mentioning they've implemented these systems for automotive and pharmaceutical companies. I mean, think about that. Those are super high-stakes industries where you can't afford mistakes and every second of downtime costs a fortune. It's meant to signal that this isn't just theory. This is deep, battle-tested expertise. So what's the big deal? Why is this skill so valuable? This chart pretty much says it all. We're talking about delivering huge, measurable results. It's not just about tweaking a few things. We're talking a 30% reduction in downtime, a 25% cut in costs.
I mean, for a big company, that is a massive, massive win. This is what connects the job directly to the company's bottom line. And that is what justifies that big salary we talked about earlier. Okay, so they've laid out the problem, they've presented their solution, and they've shown you the proof. The argument now moves into its final phase, telling you exactly what you should do next. And the call to action is super simple, super easy. They're not asking you to buy anything. It's 3 simple steps. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, watch the next video, drop a comment. It's all about engagement. The goal here is to turn you from someone who's just passively watching into an active part of this new thing they're building. And to get people to act right now, they throw in this really clever little incentive. They say the first 100 subscribers will help shape the channel's content. See what they did there? That creates urgency, a little bit of FOMO, and a sense of exclusivity. It's not just subscribing anymore. It's becoming a founding member who actually has a say. It's a really smart move to build a loyal community right from the get-go.
And the whole pitch, the entire argument, lands on this one powerful final thought. They take what you might think is its biggest weakness, that plant maintenance isn't flashy, and they flip it into its greatest strength. The message is so clear. Look, while everyone else is chasing the next shiny new thing, the people who master these core, fundamental systems, well, they become indispensable. And that, my friends, is how you make the case for a career goldmine.